Yes.
Hey guys, hi. Very good evening to all the participants. We'll wait for some time, then we'll start. Please ask your friends, colleagues to join, then we'll start. Okay? Thank you. Hey guys, please ask your friends, colleagues to join. Okay. Hey guys, hi, good evening to all the participants. I hope my voice is audible to you and my screen is visible. Can you just give me a quick confirmation, please? Is my voice audible and my screen visible to all of you? Can you give me a confirmation, guys? Okay, so we can see the count is less, guys. Why so? Why people are not joining? Are not aware about the session? Just let me give me a second. Post it here also. me do something. Okay. So let's come back to the session, guys. So in the previous session, guys, we have already discussed about Power Query editor, right? So today's agenda will be to discuss about DAX expressions. Okay. So what I suggest you guys today, you guys try to listen to the session. Okay. Let me switch on my fan. Now I think I'm pretty much audible to you, right? Right. So I think so. I want to say that you guys try to listen to the session today. Okay. Later you try to practice it. Okay. Later after the session, you guys can practice it. I will prepare the notes also for you, and even you will get the recordings. Okay. So let's start. So first of all, what was the topic today? We have to discuss. We are going to discuss about DAX. Okay. DAX. DAX stands for data analysis expression. Okay, data analysis expressions. Okay, now what is DAX? What is data analysis expression? See guys, this is a kind of a you can say a formula language which is used in Power BI to create custom calculations. Okay, you can do edit adding, you can do averaging, you can count your data, you can create some formulas to create custom columns. Okay, you can create custom measures also. All right. So what is this DAX used for? So DAX is used for performing basic arithmetic operations. Okay. And it will also allow you to create uh, calculated columns and measures. Okay. Got it? So in a very simple terms, I would say that DAX is like a calculator for you. Okay. It will help you to create custom calculations and it can analyze your data based on your need. Okay. Now, before proceeding, there are some concepts that you need to understand in DAX. What are those? First is measure, measure. Okay. And then we have columns. Then we have columns. Now, what are measures and what are columns? Let's understand that. See, guys, measures are basically with the help of measures, we are performing some calculations across the entire data set. Okay. With the help of measure, we are performing some calculation across the entire data set. Whereas for columns, we are performing row by row calculation for each record in the table. Okay. This will be more clear to you when we see the practicals. Now, there are three things that we actually create using DAX. Okay, there are three things that we use to create using DAX. What are those? First is new measure. Okay, then we have something called quick measure, and we have something called new column. Okay, new columns. So what is new measure? What is quick measure? What is new column? First of all, let's talk about new measure. What is this? See, guys, new measure is nothing but a calculation that is going to aggregate your data based on your filter and visualization. Okay. So what is that? New measure is a calculation that is going to aggregate your data. For example, if you want to find out the total sales, for example, you have a data set where you have sales related information in multiple records, and you want to find out total sales. So in that case, you can make use of this measure. Okay. And you can just summarize or aggregate your data. All right. So you similarly, you can find out total sales, you can find out average profit, uh, anything that can give you aggregated result. All right. Yes, Samjit, everything will be provided to you. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Okay, let's come back to the second one, that is nothing but quick measure. Now, what is quick measure? See guys, in new measure, we are intentionally creating formulas and we are finding out the aggregate result. Whereas in quick measure, this is the fastest way to create some common calculations, okay, without needing any kind of DAX code or what. Okay, so basically here in the quick measures, Power BI itself will provide you some common calculations like total sales, average. These are some pre-built calculations that Power BI itself have. So you just have to select the particular measure, you have to pass the value, and it will automatically give the result to you. All right. So using quick measure, you can just perform some common calculations without writing any kind of code that you do in DAX manually. Next is new column. In new column, you are going to calculate a new column, okay, based on the row by row calculations. For example, you have two rows, two columns with different set of values, and now or any particular column, let's say, you can perform some sort of formula on the particular column, and you can create the result on the new column. Okay, you can create new column. Okay. So if you want to calculate, for example, there is a sales column and you want to calculate sales tax. So with the help of a particular formula, you can create it. Okay. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. Sorry, actually I'm disturbed it. Okay. So I think new column is clear to you, right? Yes. No. Please tell me, guys. Am I clear? All right. Let's see some practicals, guys. Then it will be more clear to you. Okay. Let me open my Power BI desktop. Sorry, this PowerPoint open Power BI desktop. Let me open, uh, let's say, blank report. I'll select one data set. Please listen to the session today, guys. Later you can practice it. Okay. So I'll go to Excel workbook. I'll select my data set. All right. Then choose orders and let me click on load. I hope the screen is visible to all the participants, right? So there are different set of functions which are there in DAX. Okay, what are those set of functions? Let's see them. Let's see them. So here I have already told you we have report view, table view, model view, right? We'll go to table view. In table view itself, we will perform some DAX calculations. Okay. So in the table view, in the top, you can find some calculations. So here we have new measure, quick measure, new column. These three we discussed, right? New table is nothing but with the help of existing table, we can apply some kind of filter to it and we can create a new table on it. All right. Suppose we have a data set of which is having millions of record. On the top of that particular table, we can apply some filters and we can create a new table on it. All right, we'll see one example for this also. Let's first start with some functions of DAX expressions. Okay, so I have distributed some functions of DAX. Let's say we'll talk about first mathematical functions. Mathematical functions. Okay, in mathematical functions, the first one that we have is nothing but let's say absolute function. Okay, so I think everybody here in the session knows that what is an absolute function, right? Basically, the role of an absolute function is to convert any specific negative value into a positive one, right? So what absolute function does? Absolute function returns the absolute value of any particular number. It means it removes the negative sign from the number, right? Correct? So we'll see that particular thing, guys. So now tell me, if suppose you can see here I have a profit column here, right? You can see I have a profit column. In this profit column, I will have certain values which are there in negative. Okay, if you just scroll down, you'll find certain values which are there in negative. Okay, now tell me, if I want to apply this function, absolute function, which uh, which particular measure of DAX should I go for? Should I go with new measure or should I go with new column? Tell me. I should go with new measure or new column. Can you tell me? I should go with new measure or new column. Why, guys? I told you, right? New measure will just give you a aggregate value of overall column. Okay, it means suppose if I'm applying a measure on this profit column, it will give me an aggregate result from top to bottom, right? But if I go with new column, it is going to create a new column for me. What is the role of absolute function? It has to give me the positive value out of the negative, right? So let's see. We'll see new column here. Okay, let us go to the new column. Okay, now you can see here, I have this small formula box. So here I have to write down my code. Okay. So I want to find out the uh, the absolute value of this profit. Okay. So there is a particular notation, guys, to write down any formula here in this box. How to write it down? First of all, you have to give the column name. Okay. Let's say I want to give my column name as absolute underscore profit. Okay. I'll give this name absolute underscore profit. This is my column name is equal to, I have to give the function name, that is absolute function. Okay, and in this parenthesis of absolute function, I have to write down the name of the column on which I want to apply the absolute function. Let's say I want to apply on the profit column. So you cannot directly pass profit like this here directly. There is a specific notation you have to pass the field here. You have to pass it in this sequence. You have to first give the name of the table, and in the square brackets you'll pass the name of the column, that is profit, like this. So this is the denotation to write down the function inside this formula box. Okay, so you can change this one the name of the column with anything. Let's say I want to give it as final profit or overall profit, anything I can give. Just for the understanding purpose, I'm giving it here as absolute profit. Okay, once you have written down the formula, here you have a green tick button, commit button. Click on this button. So once you do it, you can see a new column with the updated values will get created. If you just scroll down, you can see now these negative values has been converted to positive. All right, got it? So let me write down this function over there also, so that later you can practice it. So absolute function, this is the formula. All right. Next, we have something called ceiling function. Ceiling function. Ceiling function. Okay. Can somebody know what is ceiling? Ceiling. If you have learned a Python, guys, you would be knowing about what is ceiling. It's very simple, guys. Let's say you are standing in a room, right? So there are two things. below your feet and above your head. Above your head, you have this ceiling, right? Below your feet, you have floor, correct? So there are two terminologies that we use in the mathematical equations also, that is called ceiling and floor, that we generally use in Python also. So what is the ceiling will do? Ceiling is going to round off your number upward toward the nearest multiple of any particular given number. Okay, for example, if you have a number called, let's say 5.2, so ceiling function will convert it into 6. Okay, if let's say you have 7.2, again it will get converted to 8. All right. So what is ceiling doing? It is just rounding off a number upward towards the nearest multiple of given number. Okay, let me show you one example. Then you will understand it. Okay. Let's say we have this any particular column we can take here. Which should I take? Let's say I take this final profit itself or absolute profit. I'll take absolute profit. Okay, let me do here. I'll write down here. Again, I will go to home, and in this home, I'll get this equation. Again, I have to use new column. Okay. Again, I have to use new column. Now I'll give the name here, a column name here as, let's say, ceiling underscore profit. Just for explanation purpose, guys, I'm doing it.
Sir,
Yeah. I think so. Sorry, guys, I just lost my network. I'll try to fix it. Okay. I just got my hotspot disabled because of the heating. I think now my voice is audible to you, right, Midun? Can you check?
yes, sir. It's audible and the screen is also visible.
Okay. So let's see the ceiling function. So I'll perform the ceiling on the same column called absolute profit. Now again, if I want to pass absolute profit, I have to pass ABS underscore profit. You can see I'm getting the sequence. I have to pass it in this form. I have to pass the name of the table followed by, in the square brackets, the field name, that is absolute profit. Let me close it and take it, commit it. So you can see, okay, it's taking some arguments, right? Let us do one thing. Let's pass argument here, one, and take it. Now you can see the value is getting rounded off. The value is getting rounded off. Okay, because we are passing one as a second argument. That is why.
Sir, you're not audible. Sir, you're not audible. Sir,
Okay, let's go to the next function, that is floor function. Floor function. Okay. Now similar to ceiling, we have another function called floor function. Floor function. What is floor function doing? Floor function is rounding off the number downward towards the nearest multiple of any specified value. Okay. For example, if you have passed 5.9, it will round it off downwards. Means it will become 5. If you have 7.1, it will become 7, like that. Okay. So let's do that also. I'll give here another function. I'll create, I have to create a new column again. Then, okay, let me remove this one. go to new column, and now I'll give floor underscore profit is equal to floor of that is absolute profit, absolute underscore floor of absolute floor of orders. Have checked, write it right. Orders of absolute profit, the first one, then close it and take it. So now you can see, okay, again it is asking some argument. We have to pass one. So it will round off to the nearest one value. Okay, if I pass 2 here, you can see the result. It will become 8. All right. Am I clear to you guys? Yes or no? Please tell me. I'll make it one itself. So, guys, okay. Now let's see another function, that is round function. Okay, round function. Guys, I'm sorry, guys. Actually, my phone is getting heated up. I'm connected with my hotspot, so that is the reason it's getting switched off. The hotspot is getting switched off, but I'll try to manage it. No worries. Next function is round function. Okay, next function is round function. So everybody, I think so, knows here what is round function. Round function is going to round off a specific number to the nearest specified number of the decimal places. Okay. For example, if you have 4.6, it will become 5. If you have 2.3, it will remain 2 as it is. Okay. Let's see round function also for the same. So we'll go here again to the home. We'll go with the new column. Okay. We'll give the new column name as round underscore profit. Okay. Is equal to round function. After that, we'll pass the name of the table, that is orders and absolute profit. Okay, I'm just applying it on absolute profit. You can try it on any one. Okay, after this, in this, I also have to keep it 0 because I don't want any decimal values. So that is the reason. So you can see a absolute profit. Pass, close it here. Now just check it. Now you can see the value. Absolute profit. If I give here 2, you will find 2 values after the decimal. Okay, it is rounding off. 2.9.2, it is becoming same 2.92. Okay, if you see here 31.018, it will become 31.08. All right, that is round function. Round function. Round function. Similar to round function, we have another function called round up. Round up. Round up. Round up function. Okay, so it sounds very similar to round function, guys, but there is a slight difference between them. Okay, what is that? Let me tell you. Okay, first let me give you an example, then I'll show you. See, guys, what round up function will do? Round up function will always round up any specific number. Okay, no matter what is there in the decimal. All right, it will not take the decimal value in the count. It will straight away round up the particular number. Okay, so what roundup will do? Roundup will always round up the number away from the 0, no matter what is the decimal. All right. For example, if you have 3.1, it will make it 4. If you have 3.16 also, then also it will make it 4 only. Always it will round up. Okay. Let's see one example. Round up also. So for round up, again, I'll go to home. I'll go to new column. Round up underscore profit is equal to, let's use round up function. Okay, and then inside this I'll pass orders absolute profit, close it, and here I have to pass value also. I'll give 0. Okay, I don't want anything after this. Let me select it. Now you can see it is rounding up. 9.33, it is straight away rounding up the value to the upper value. 10, 10, 6.22, 7, 26.63, 27. Okay, so that is what roundup is doing. Similar to that, we also have round down. which will round down the value towards the downward value. Okay, for example, if you have 9.33, it will make it 8. 9.29, it will make it 9, like that. Downward value. All right, clear? Yes or no? Clear till here? Can I get a quick yes? Can I get a quick yes, guys? Okay, Arul Chandra says, what is difference between ceiling? See guys, in ceiling, what is happening? It is rounding up the value to the upward value. Okay, you can make it 2, you can make it 3, anything. All right, you can make it 1, 2, anything. For example, in ceiling, let's say you have value, for example, it is 5.2. Okay, it will convert it directly to 6. Okay, given what is the number you're passing in the comma, let's say you pass 2, then it will become 8. 7, it will become 7. All right, whatever number you're passing, if you pass 2 here, it will become 7. If you pass 1, it will become 6. Now clear? Round down and floor. Round down will round down the value to the nearest lowest value. Okay, floor is given whatever number you have given to that specific number, it will round down. Floor it. Whether you have given 1, whether you have given 2, on that it will round it down. Floor it down. Okay, let's see one more function here. That is nothing but divide function. Divide function. Okay, divide function. So what is divide function will do? Divide function is going to just do a safer division in Power BI. Okay, so let's say if you want to find out profit margin, I'll show you the first the function, then you'll understand. I'll go to new column. Let's say I want to calculate profit margin. Profit margin. Okay, the formula to calculate profit margin is nothing but dividing profit by sales. Okay, dividing profit by sales, you get the profit margin. So to divide it, you have to pass the keyword called divide here. After that, we will be passing the first numerator. So in the numerator, we will be, you can see, if you hover your mouse, you can see we're getting some symbol here. We're getting a pop-up. What is it is expecting, what the function is expecting. In the numerator, we will pass the profit. Okay, again, the same, if you want to pass profit, you have to pass the name of the table followed by the profit. Okay, the name of the field. Then comma, the denominator. Let's say I want to pass sales. So I'll pass sales here, orders of sales. Okay. Now, one thing you have to note. Okay. You have to pass an alternative result. For example, if you in the denominator value is blank, or if there is any error, you have to pass 0 here, so that this alternative value will take place of the denominator. Okay. Let's say if your denominator is 0 or blank, so it will return 0 instead of giving any kind of error. Okay, so this is the formula to calculate profit margin. Let me take it. Now you can see this is the profit margin. Profit margin. Okay, let me give it. Clear? Everything clear till here? Yes? No? Please tell me. Can I get some quick yes? All right. Hannah Sheikh, please refer to the notes. I am attaching the formula here also. Please refer to these notes. Okay, I'm writing down all the formulas here. Later you can try it. I request you to please focus on the session right now. Later you can try it out. Okay. Now next, move to some statistical functions. Let's move to some statistical functions. Okay, statistical functions. Statistical functions. Okay. So the first function in statistical function would be like let's say count function. So everybody knows like what is the count function do. Count function is just going to count the non-blank values in the single column. Okay. Suppose this is a column. Okay. Profit or discount. If you want to count the non-blank values, okay, so it will count it for you. Let's give, do it. Now tell me, guys, if I want to use count function, which particular option should I select? Should I go with new measure or new column? Now tell me, should I go with new measure or new column? Tell me quickly. If I want to find a count function, which option should I select now? Should I go with new measure or new column? Yes, may sooner. Yes, you're correct. We will be selecting new measure because I want to perform some kind of aggregation, right? Whenever you want to perform any kind of aggregation, you go with new measure. Okay, so let's select new measure. Let's say I want to find out total number of orders. Okay, if you see here, guys, I have this order ID, right? Order ID. I'll try to count these orders. Okay, so for this, let's say I will give the measure name as total orders. Okay, total orders is equal to count function, and inside this parenthesis, I have to pass the name of the column. Okay, let's say I want to count the order ID. Okay, here you'll find somewhere order ID. This is order ID. Select it, commit it. If you see, we have got the total orders here. If I go to my report view and if I drag and drop my total orders here, you can see total number of orders. So we have around 10,000 orders. 10,000 orders. Okay, let me copy this formula for you. Count function. Okay, total orders. Here, similar to that count function, we have something called count rows. Count rows. Okay, count rows. Okay, what is this count row will do? Count rows is going to count the total number of rows in the table. Okay, no matter what is there in the column. So it counts every row in the table, even if the column is blank or if the row is blank. It counts every row in the table. Let me show you. Again, I'll go to home, new measure. Okay, let me give the another name here as total underscore orders 2. Orders 2 is equal to count rows, and here I'll pass the name of the table. I have to pass the name of the table. You can see in upward I'm getting this pop-up what it is asking. I have to give the name of the table, that is orders. Let me close it and commit it. Green tick. Now if you see here, if you scroll down, you find total orders 2 has been created. Okay, so it has 10,000. 10,000 is the orders. Okay, let me copy this. Total orders using count rows. Next is distinct count. Distinct count. Distinct count. What is this distinct count, guys? See, guys, distinct count function is going to count the number of unique values in the column. What this distinct count will do? Distinct count will count the number of unique values in the column. Okay. Imagine, guys, here we have something called, let's say, customer names here, right? You can see in the customer name field, there are certain customers which are repeating. Todd Sumral, Greg Guthrie, John Lee, repeating 3 times, right? So distinct count function will allow us to count the unique values inside the column. Okay, the unique values. So let's see one example here. I'll go to new measure here again, and here this time I will give the name of the field here as unique. Let's say unique customers. Okay, unique customers is equal to distinct count. Okay, and in the parenthesis I have to pass the name of the column. I want to pass customer name. Okay, customer name. Close it, commit it. Okay, so you can see guys, whatever fields we are creating here, all the fields column names are here representing in the alphabetical order. So if you see, we have created this unique customers, right? So you will be coming in the bottom, alphabetical wise, you. So you can go here in the report view. Now you can see the number of unique customers. Let us select it, and so you can see there are total 800 unique customers in my data set. Here, all right. Samajit, I will explore and I'll get back to you on it. Okay. Let me copy this and let me paste it. Okay. These are some of the common statistical functions, listing count. There are some more, we'll talk about it. But before that, let's talk about some aggregate functions, which also comes under the statistical functions as well. Aggregate functions. Aggregate functions. Okay. So aggregate functions are used to perform calculation on those set of values to return a single set of result. Okay. So how to do it? Let's say first function is sum function. So everybody knows like what will the sum function will do. What sum function will do? Sum function will just calculate the total sum for the entire column. All right. So let's say take one example. So again here we have to go with the new measure only, sum function. So let's say I want to find out uh, the total sum of sales. Okay, so let's just give here the keyword, the name of the field as total sum. Okay, is equal to, I'll give the function name, that is sum, followed by in the parenthesis you can see it asking me the name of the column. Which column I want to perform the sum? I want to perform the sum on the sales column. I want to find out the total sales, right? So order sales. Close it, commit it. Okay, so you can see here we have got the total sum created. If I go to the report view and if I just drag and drop this value inside my sector, you can see this is my total sum, 2.33 millions. Okay, are you able to follow me, guys? Yes, no? Can I get some thumbs up? All right, let's see another function called average function. So everybody knows what is average function. Average function is going to give you the average value of any particular column. Okay, let's say I want to find out the average of sales again. Okay, I'll go to new measure. Then here I'll mention the name of the measure as average sales is equal to average function, and name of the column, that is sales, order sales. Let me select it and critique it. Now, alphabetical wise, it will be on the top, average sales. Let us go to the report view. And if I show you, this is your average sales, 2.28.23. This is the average sales, 228.23. Okay, average sales. Let me copy this, paste it here. Clear? Sheikh, I'm trying to cover that part. I'm not trying to be fast. I just ask you not to do practical along with me because you may skip something. So that is the reason I told you, please try to listen to the session. Later after the session, you can practice it. Okay, I'll write down all the codes for you in the notes that you can refer. Okay. Sheikh, I hope you understand. All right. Let's see the next function. That is, let's say, max function. What is this max function will do? Max function will give you the highest value inside your table. Okay, max function will give you the highest value inside your particular column. Okay, let's say I want to perform max function on the sales itself, or let's say on the profit, maximum profit. So we'll see here, we'll say maximum underscore profit is equal to, we'll use the max function, and inside the parenthesis, I'll pass the name of the field. Let's say that is orders profit. Close it and commit it. If you see guys here, maximum profit will get created somewhere with M. So this is the maximum profit value, 8.40K. Okay. $8.40K. Similarly, you can find out the minimum profit also using the min function. So here you have, let's say, go here again, table view, new measure. I want to use min function. So minimum profit I want to find out is equal to min function followed by name of the field, that is profit. And take it. So you can see guys, minimum profit has also created. Let's see it. This is the minimum profit. Lowest profit inside your entire profit column, minus 6.60K. Okay. Clear? Yes, no, please tell me. Till it is this point, everything clear to you? Till this point, is it clear to you guys? Yes or no? All right. Next is another function, guys, here that we are going to discuss. That is nothing but iterator function. Iterator function. Okay. So this will sound a bit confusing, guys. So please pay very attention here. What is this function will do? See, guys, iterator function will go row by row over the table. Okay. It will evaluate the expression for each row and then aggregate the result for you. Okay. I'll write down here. It will go row by row in table. It will evaluate the expression for each row and then aggregate the result. All right, let's see some functions. See guys, there is one common notation to understand whether it is an iterator function or not. Okay, it will look very much similar to your aggregate function. Only the thing is there will be an x at the end. Okay, for example, if you have this sum function, iterator function will be denoted with sum x. Okay, this is the iterator function. Similarly, for average, it will be average x. Okay, average x. Similarly, for max, it will be max x, and for mean, it will be min x. Okay, min x. We'll see some example for the first three. Okay, let's see some for sum function. Okay, so what this sum function will do, I'll write down here. Sum function will calculate your expression for each row and then it will sum the result. Okay, it will calculate the sum for each row and then sum the result. Okay. For example, let's say I want to find out total revenue. Okay, I want to find out the total revenue. Okay, so the formula for it will be, let's say, let's keep it later. Let's talk about, let's say I want to find out total profit after tax. Okay, so if you see guys, in my column, in my data set, I have a field called profit here, right? This is a profit, right? Let's say I want to deduct the 10% tax from this profit and I want to see what is the total profit. Okay, let's say you can see there are different set of profit for each particular product, right? I want to deduct 10% from each of this profit, and then whatever value is left, I want to sum them up. Understood what I want to do? I want to deduct 10% from each of these profit values, and then I want to sum the final value for sum the value for all of the value that is left. Okay, let me show you with an example. So for this, again, I will go and create a new measure here. Okay, since I want to calculate total profit after tax. Okay, the formula is going to become sum x. Okay, sum x, and inside this parenthesis, I'll pass the name of the. See, this is asking me first you have to pass the name of the table, then your expression. So name of a table is orders. Okay, orders. Give a comma, and what is your expression? I want to multiply the uh, profit with 0.09. Okay, orders. Sorry for the spelling mistake. Profit. Orders profit into 0.9. So what it is doing, I'm calculating the 90% of the profit value, excluding excluding the 10%. So whatever value I have here, I'll calculate the 90% of this value, and whatever value that is calculated for each one of them, I'm then summing them up using the sum function. Okay, let me select it. So you can see a new measure here would be created, that is nothing but total profit after the tax. If you go here, let me first copy this. I don't want to. I'll take an equation. You can see here, this is my total profit after the tax, 2603.07k. 263.07k. Okay. Yes, you can ask in between. I'll discuss this SJ later. Okay. Whatever important things are there in the tax, I'm covering that. So others are nothing but the version of it. Okay. So this is your total profit after the tax using the sum function. So what is exactly happening here? First of all, it is going row by row, and it is going row by row through the orders table. And for each row, it is calculating the 90% of orders profit. Okay. Then whatever value is left, it is then adding up all those adjusted profit to give you the total profit after the tax. I hope I am clear. I hope I'm clear, guys. Right? Similarly, we have average function. Let's say what is the average function will do? Average function is going to calculate expression for each row by row, and then it will average the result. Let's say I want to find out average profit per unit. Okay, I'll go to the new measure. I'll mention here as average profit per unit. Okay, is equal to, I'll first again use the average x function, and then I'll give the name of the table, that is orders, comma. I'll pass here the division of the profit and quantity. Okay, so then I'll get the average profit per unit. So I'll pass here profit first, orders profit divided by quantity. Okay, let me close it and let me just execute this. So this formula is going to give me average profit per unit. If you see here, somewhere in the top, average profit per unit will get created. This is using average x function. All right. Similarly, we have max function. Max function. Let's say I want to find out maximum revenue per order. Okay, maximum revenue per order I want to find out. Let's say I'll go to this function, new measure here. I'll mention here as max revenue per order is equal to, I'll use max x function. After that, I have to give the name of the table, that is orders, comma. What is the formula to calculate revenue, guys? I have said you that day. It is nothing but we have to multiply sales with quantity. sales with quantity, and we have to subtract discount from it. Okay, discount, orders discount. Okay, so if you click it and if you go here, second, so it is, if you go here, you find maximum revenue per pound. This is the maximum revenue per order. Okay, I think that is clear. So similarly, we can do some operation on min x also. Okay. Let's see some more other functions called text functions. Text functions. In text function, the first function is nothing but concatenate function. Okay. So this concatenate function is just going to combine two strings. For example, here you go to the table view. Here you have something called order ID, right? And you have something called customer name. Let's say you want to combine these two things. So you can go to the new column. Here you can give the new column name as full order info is equal to, you use the concatenate function, and inside this you can pass order ID, there is order ID on, and give a comma. You can see, give a comma, then with what value you want to separate them. Let's say I want to separate them using a comma, so we'll pass it comma here, again a comma, and you have to use an ampersand symbol and the name of the next column, that is orders customer name. Let me close it. Okay. This is not important. Let me select it. You can see a new column getting created using comma. Okay. Guys, are you able to follow me? These are simple functions and we are passing some fields to them. Okay. Similar to that, text function, we have something called left function. Left function. Left function is just going to return you left part of the string. Okay. Let's say we have this state field here somewhere. State and province. I want to find out the left part of this state and province. Left part means from this side, CALI, from starting from here. Okay, this is your right side, this is your left side. Let's say I want to fetch the first three letters of the state and province. So I'll go here, I'll go to the home, new column. I'll give here the name as, let's say I give the new column name as country code. Okay, with the initials. Country code is equal to left function, name of the column that you want to pass, followed by the number of characters that you want to fetch. Okay, I'll give the name of the column, that is orders, is that state and province, customer region, somewhere state and province, comma, the number of characters you want to fetch, 3 characters. Click it. So you can see a new column with the initial 3 letters, CAL, then somewhere down there will be another letters. Okay, this is left function. Similar to that, we have another function called right function. Right function. So what right function will do? Right function will retrieve the right part of the text string. Okay, let's say here you have some this value, right? Order ID. In order ID, I want to fetch these 6 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say I want to fetch these 3 digits. So I'll give here a new column. Okay, I'll give the name here as, let's say, order ID number. Order ID number. Okay, is equal to right function, name of the column, that is nothing but order ID. Order ID. Okay, give a comma and the number of digits you want to fetch, 6. So you can see all the 6 digits has been fetched from here. Okay, this is not like you have to use it for this purpose only. You can use it according to your requirement. I'm just showing you what are the ways you can use different set of functions. This is right function. All right. So similar to concatenate function, we have something called concatenate x function also. So concatenate function x will just it just works on the whole table. Okay, what it will do, it will join all the values of a specified column into a text string. For example, you have this order ID. Let's say this order ID. So using the concatenate x function, what it will do, it will combine all this order ID into a single text. Okay, so just imagine look how big that string will be. If you're combining all these order IDs into a single text, giving a comma, how long it will be, right? In the same way, it will do it on concatenate x function. Let's discuss some logic operations, logical functions, logical functions. So what is a logical function, guys? Basically, logical functions are used to perform some sort of logical operations in the form of like comparison or some conditional tests like that. Okay. These functions actually are going to return you values in the form of true or false based on different conditions. Okay. So we'll see some conditions here. We'll see some of the logic here. Let's say we use if function. If function. Okay. So what is if function is doing? If function is going to perform a logic test and it will return you one value if the condition is true, or else it will give you another value if it is false. I'll repeat what is if function doing. If function is going to return you one value if the condition is true, or else it will return you false if the condition is, it will return you other value if the condition is false. Let me show you one example. If you see here in this particular table, I have certain a column called orders, quantity. Okay. In this quantity, there are people who have ordered different set of quantities. Some has ordered 3 quantity of product, some has ordered 4 quantity of product, some has ordered 13 quantity of product. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll create a field here. I'll create a field here with the name called order category. I'll give here the orders which are less than 10. I'll give them like small orders. Okay. Or and whichever order is more than 10, I will give them as big order. Okay. Understood? What I will do? I'll create a new column here. Okay. Which will be dependent on the quantity field. So what it will do? It will check each values inside this quantity column. If the value is less than 10, it will give the value as small order. If it is more than 10, like this 13 value, it will give it as a big order. Okay, let's do that. So for this, we have to go to new column because we are going to create a new column itself, right? Doing this second. Okay, so I give the new column name as order category. Order category. Okay, is equal to, I'll set here if condition, and in this you can see logic test result if it is true, followed by result what if it is false. My logic is going to be like order quantity, orders quantity, orders, where is quantity? Yeah, orders quantity, quantity. If it is okay less than 10, it will call 10. Okay, comma. If it is a big order, otherwise, if the condition is false, it will give it as big order. Let me close it. Okay, and we use double quotes. Small order or big order. Okay. If you take it, you can see small order, wherever the value is more than, let me move it somewhere here. Okay, right, like this, I cannot move it. I have to move it with different options. Or let me remove some fields from here. I'll remove some fields from here so that you can look into it very carefully. Okay. Yeah, if you see this quantity, wherever the value is less than 10, it is giving a small order. If it is more than 10, it is giving big order. Okay, like this, we have multiple small orders and big orders in the table. Okay, what is small order? What is big order? Rajat, I just told you, if the order, let's say I have created this condition, if you can see in this quantity field, if my number, this number is less than 10, I am considering that it as a small order. If it is more than 10, I am considering it as a big order. Okay. Achha will check it and get back to you on it. All right. So let me copy this also. I think you guys are able to understand it. Next is another function, that is switch function. Switch function. Let's say if you have multiple conditions, then you will use switch function. Okay. So what switch function will do? Switch function is going to evaluate a specific expression against a list of values. Okay, and accordingly it will return you the values. For example, if you see here in this particular table, I have this profit field, right? Let's say whatever profit which are greater than 100 here, which is whichever profit is greater than 100 in this particular column, I will talk it as a very high profit. Okay, if it is greater than 50, I will consider it as high. If it is greater than 0, I will consider it as low. Okay, otherwise if it is less than 0, it will be no profit. Okay, so I on that note, I will create one small expression for it. I'll go to new column here. Let me create a new column called profit category is equal to switch function. Here we have to use a specific keyword called true function. Okay, why we use, I'll tell you in a while. True function. Next, okay, here I'll mention the conditions. For example, profit. Okay, profit. Orders profit is greater than 100. I'll consider it as high profit. High spelling is right, right? Profit. Okay, here comma profit. If orders this profit is greater than 50, I'll consider it as high. Okay, then again if the orders profit is greater than 0, I'll consider it as low. Okay, and again last condition, if any of this is not met, it will be no profit. No profit. Profit. Switch true function. Orders profit greater than 100. Orders profit 200. Okay. Now if you see what is happening here, wherever my profit is greater than 0, I'm getting low. Wherever my profit is greater than 100, I'm getting it very high. Wherever it is between 50 to 100, I'll get high. Okay. So here I said true function. See guys, true function basically ensures that your switch function is evaluating your each condition in a sequence. Okay. And when it finds the first condition true, it will return the corresponding result. All right, that is the use of true function. Uh, A answer the I think so. No over there. You have to do it here only in the table view itself only. Answer Zalil. All right. Because here only you can view it and you can do it. Clear, guys? Logic functions. Logic functions. Is it clear to you? Let's see some date and time functions. Okay. First is today function. Today function is just going to return you current date. For example, I go to the new measure here. Let's say I want today function. So I'll mention here as current date is equal to today function. Here you do not have to pass anything. Just hit right, type it and hit enter. You'll get the today's date. If you go to the report view and you can see current date function will be created here. Current date. And this is today's date along with the timestamp. Okay, today's date. Similarly, now function. Now function will return you the current date and time together. Now function. Now function. Let's see that also. Current date and now function. You can see now current date is again revised. The time also, current date. Current date. So basically today function and this now function are returning the same thing. Actually earlier today function used to give only the date. I think they have updated it. The tool has already updated. Okay. Okay. Let's say year function. Year function. Let's say if you want to extract a year from the column. If you want to extract, yes, sure. See guys, true function is actually ensuring that the switch function, whatever that you're using, it is going to each expression and evaluating it in a sequence. All right, it is evaluating it in a sequence. And whenever it is finding a specific condition true, it is giving the result. So this is a use of true function. It is checking whether the first condition is true or not, then second, then third, like that. And accordingly, it is giving the result. Okay. Next is year function. Let's say you have this order date field, right? In this order date field, you want to extract the year. From this order date field, you want to extract the year. So how to do it? So we'll go here again to this table view, and home. Want to extract a new column, and from here, I'll give here year is equal to year of the date function, order date function. There is a field order date. And if you run it, you'll find the order year. Okay. Let me try if we have day also here. Day function. Day is also extracted, but it is in numbers. Okay. Let's say if you want to extract the month name. So here you'll go to the home and new column. And from here, you'll give the, let's say, month name. Here you have to use format function. Okay. Format function. You see guys, extracting the month, date, year, we can also extract it from the data cleaning also. But here, if you want to attach it in the new column itself, you can do it from here also. You can just go to the format function. You can give the name of the field, that is date, order date. Okay. give now you have to, since you want to find out the month, you have to pass it in the form of quotes. Okay, you have to pass capital M 4 times. Okay, and close it and run it. You will see the month names here. Month names here. If you pass it 2 times, let's see the difference. What happens? You'll get only the in the form of numbers. Okay. If you pass it 4 times, you'll get it in the numbers name. I hope you are able to get me, guys. Simple formulas, not that big logic is here. Is my voice repeating, Midun? Is it okay? Midun, are you there?
Sir, yes, sir,
Guys?
yes, sir, yes, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
Okay, no, someone is saying it is repeating, so that is why.
No, sir. I'm listening from here, but it's all quite good, sir. No issues.
Okay, fine, thanks. Let's see some another function, guys. That is date diff function. Date diff function. See, guys, date diff function is going to return you the difference between two dates. Okay. Let's say you have this field here, that is order date and ship date, and you want to find out the difference between these two dates. So in that case, you can go to a new column here. Okay. Then you can mention here as date, or let's say we want to find out the days to ship. Days to ship is equal to date diff function, diff function, which is giving the difference of two dates. And now you can pass the two fields. First, the order date, where is this order date, comma, ship date, comma, what you want to fetch. I want to fetch the number of days. Day. Close it and execute this. You'll find the number of days to ship a particular product. See, guys, these two dates. Order date is the date on which the product was placed, and ship date is the date on which the product was shipped from the seller side. Okay, so there is a difference between these two dates. So that is what we have calculated here. Days to ship. Okay. Am I audible to you? Clear? Participants, please respond. Okay.
Sir, your voice is audible and good. No issues, sir.
Okay, thank you, Midhu. Okay, guys. Now let's see how to create a new table. Okay, let's see how to create a new table. Okay, first of all, understand that I want to calculate a new table where my profit is greater than 100. If you see here, I have a field called profit, right? In this profit field, I have lot of values starting from any values to profit to highest profit value. I want all those records where my profit is greater than 100. Okay, I want a table where my profit is greater than 100. So on that condition, I will create a new table here. Let me go to new table. Now I'll mention here the condition here. Okay, let's say my new table name is profitable. Profitable is equal to, I'll give the filter condition, filter. You can see it is asking the name of the table and followed by the filter expression. Name of the table is orders, comma. I want the profit to be greater than 100. Okay, I want this table where the profit is greater than 100. If I tick it, you can see a new table is being created here. And if you see here, all these profit are high profit because all of them are more than 100. See, profit is greater than 100 for all of them. Okay, so this is how you create a new table. Let me write down here. New table. Profit greater than 100. Okay. Next is calculate function. Calculate function is used with filter. With filter function. It is used with filter function. Okay. So this is one of the very powerful function is DAX because it recalculates your values based on the specific condition. Okay. Let's say I want to create a new sales field. Okay. Where first of all, I will take the filter of the profit, which is greater than 50, and then I will sum them up. Okay. I'll take a filtered sales. So I'll go to new measure here. Okay. So here I'll use mention here as filtered sales is equal to, I'll use a function name calculate function. Then I have to pass the sum of sales, comma, filter. I think so I'm going wrong because I'm applying on a different condition. Okay, that is fine. Filter orders table followed by the expression, that is profit, orders profit. Second. Orders, where is that? I am on a different table, I think so. Yes. Yeah, here I have to write down. I went wrong over the wrong table. That is the reason I was not getting that field. Filtered sales is equal to calculate function followed by sum function of sales, comma, filter, followed by the name of the table, that is orders, comma, profit greater than 50. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. I think so, 2 only, right? This is 1, and okay, this has to be closed here itself. It has to be moved. Is already used. Okay. Filtered underscore sales. So now you can see we have calculated a new field here, filtered underscore sales, which is calculating the expression. First, it is calculating the profit. Second, filtered sales. So what we are doing first in this formula that you can see here for filtered sales. First of all, we are from the entire profit column, I am taking those values which are greater than 50, and then I'm summing up those values. Okay, that is what we are doing. So this is very important function, that is calculate function with filter value. Okay. Apart from that, there are certain different functions also, guys, here that we rarely use for now. Information. These are information functions. Okay, information function, basically these are used for data validation. Okay, they will be used for data validation, any kind of error handling. Okay, some of the examples of this function are like is blank function. Okay, followed by in this parenthesis we paste the expression here, means it will check whether if the field is blank or not. Okay, then we have is number function. Okay, is number function will check whether a particular value is a number or not. Then is text function. Is text function, it will check whether a particular value is a text or not. Okay, likewise is logical, we have is error, is text, is date, like that we have this kind of functions. Okay, so these are information functions. Let me make it bold. Okay, apart from that, guys, we have to now discuss about the quick measures also. So far we have seen this thing, new measure, new column, new table we have seen. Let's see some quick measures. Okay, basically in Power BI, these quick measures will allow you to calculate very quickly without any kind of DAX codes that we have written so far here as of now, right? So we'll see some quick measures also. For example, if I go to the quick measure here, now you can see I'm getting a drop down. Okay, And in this drop down, I will see list of quick measures or quick calculations. Okay, for example, average per category we have. Let's say if I select average per category, now it is asking me the base value. Okay, let's say I pass, if I'm passing say right value, I'll get the result. Let's say I want to find out the profit, average profit. Okay, so this is my profit base value and category. For example, I want to calculate it for my subcategories. I have different set of sub category itself. Let's say I pass category only, category. Let me click on add. So you can see this expression is written down for me automatically. Okay, I do not have to write it down. And here average profit per category has been created. Somewhere here it will be created. Profit average per category. You can see somewhere here. The field name will be profit average per category. Profit average per category. If you go to the report view and if you just hover and drag and drop that field inside this window, you can see where is that? Yeah, this is your profit average per category. So you can see here for this particular scenario, I do not have to write any kind of formula. The Power BI itself had an inbuilt function or inbuilt calculation where by just passing the values, I have created this thing, right? Here I have just passed the values and I've created it, right? Similarly, again, let me go here for measure again. There are certain other values also like maximum per category, minimum per category, filtered sales for from the new customers, right? Year to date total we have, percentage difference from filtered value. Like this, there's different set of functions. Running total, let's say if I select running total, base value, let's say from the orders, I have to pass some date related field. Sales, pass sales. There is sales, yes, sales. Okay. Field will pass order date. Order date. No, no, no. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Pass sales. Order date. Let's see, the value has been calculated. You can see the formula has been calculated. Sales running total in the order date. Okay, if I go, this is the column that I've created here, the calculation field, sales running total. If you go to the report view and just check this out, sales running total. So you can see this is a sales running total in from the order date. So basically what it is happening, it is summing all the sales value from the first year of the sales value. Okay. There's no need to memorize everything, guys. Here use over the practice you will get everything. Okay, refer the notes. I have shared very important ones which are regularly used, okay, these are the ones which are being regularly used. Okay, so you'll get a good hands on, and there is a you can even search in internet also related to tax for more details. Okay, just give me a second. One second, guys, sorry. Okay. Uh, Likewise, we have other functions here, quick measures. In the quick measures, let's say you want to perform any kind of mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, you can do it from here. Percentage difference you can calculate. Concatenation of the list you can do. Year to date total is there. Sales from new customer. Let's select sales from new customer. Okay, so let's say sales amount here will be my sales field. Okay, and customer ID is going to be my, I have customer ID field here, right? Customer ID is customer ID, and date, let's say I'll pass order date. Order date, order date. Okay, let me click on add. So you can see this big formula has been created for me. Okay, sales for new customer IDs. Let me go here. Here it will be there present the formula sales for new customer ID somewhere S with S. Okay, not in the profit, here in the S tables. Sales for new customer IDs. So you can see this is the sales, total sales from the new customer IDs, 2.33 millions. Okay, are you able to get me, guys? Yes or no? DAX functions. These are DAX functions, guys, that we have seen today. These are the DAX functions that we have seen today. Okay. So what is DAX functions, guys? DAX stands for data analysis expression. Okay. With the help of DAX, we are going to calculate. We are going to create calculative calculations as well as for the columns and measures. Okay. So there are three things we will be calculating. One is new measure, quick measure, and new column. These are the three important parameters that we are going to calculate. In new measures, we are aggregating a specific columns. Okay, in quick measures we are using the pre-built functions to calculate something. Okay, we are using the pre-built functions to calculate something, and in new column we are going to create new columns. Okay, using some calculations. So we have seen the mathematical function, absolute function, which absolutes the value. We have seen the saving function, for function, round up, divide function. In statistical function, we have seen count function, count rows. Like we have seen distinct function, aggregate function, we have seen sum function, average function, maximum function. Similarly, we have iterator function also. Only the difference between the aggregate function and iterator function is that we have a word at the end of each particular aggregations. Okay, so like sum will become sum x, average x, max x, mean x functions. Text functions we have concatenate function, left functions, right function, and in logical functions we have if functions, switch functions. If functions is going to check a specific condition. If it is true, it will return something. If it is false, it will return the other result. Switch functions is checking multiple conditions. Okay, and then date and time functions, today, now, year, month, name, date, diff functions we have seen. Then we have seen how to create a new table, and we have also seen how to create a calculative. We can use calculate function with the filter and some information function. Along with that, we have seen the quick measures also. So quick measures actually depend upon the requirement of us, and accordingly we can create it. Okay, 1 second, guys. Just guys, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Okay, this was all about the DAX expressions. I have something to share with you. Just give me a minute now. Guys, please wait. You have to fill the feedback, guys. I have shared you one feedback form. Please fill it. Please fill it. Please fill the feedback form. Guys, are you filling the feedback form? Please fill the feedback form. I hope we are meeting your expectations. You are able to understand the things that we are explaining in the session. Guys, please fill the feedback form. Give me the thumbs up once you are done. See, guys, I think there will be rating from 1 to 5. 5 is for the good, 1 is for the poor. So many people last time they wanted to give good also, they have given 1. Please keep a note of it. Okay. I hope you are able to follow in the sessions, guys. Today we have just covered the tax expressions. Okay. So till now we have all completed about the data cleaning part. From the next session onwards, we will be talking about, we will be starting with visualizations. Okay. We will be starting with visualizations. Achya, by tomorrow or by Monday, you'll get the recordings because this recordings has placed. Once this is uploaded, we will be sharing it with you. The YouTube playlist itself, it will get updated to you. Technology track is data analytics with Tableau, guys. See, Arul Chandra, whenever you want to perform any kind of aggregations, means some kind of aggregate calculations you want to do. You want to calculate some, you want to find out average, you want to find out count. At that time, you will be using measures. Whenever you want to perform some calculations on any specific column and you want to create a new value out of it for all the records, at the time you go with new columns. New measures are for aggregations, new columns are for creating new values inside a new column. Technology track, it will be your domain only, right? Whatever domain you are, or mention data analytics with Power BI. Yes, Achya, most of the data analysts are using Power BI in the market. Yes, Rajat Gupta, once the technical training sessions get over, you need to work on the projects also. Sorry guys, I have not taken any break today. I just wanted to cover today's part. So that is the reason we have not taken any break. But I hope you understood today's session, guys. Please go back, watch the notes that I've shared to you. Okay, in that notes, everything is there. Okay, we have I've added all the codes in the notes. Please do refer that. Okay, so whatever important functionalities were there in the DAX, we have tried to cover in today's session. Okay, so there are similar kind of more DAX functions that you can, I think, so understand, because major ones we have already covered today. Okay, these are most popularly used in any kind of projects. So guys, when is our next session? Can somebody tell me when do we have our next session? When do we have our next session? Yes, we have session on Tuesday, but we also have tomorrow AMA session. Arul Chandra, as of now in the market, Power BI is leading. Power BI and Tableau both are on the top. Okay, sometimes Power BI in the top, sometimes Tableau is in the top. These two tools are very popularly used across industries. But moreover, if you see, Power BI is on the top. Madhur Reddy, from next session onwards, we are going to see visualizations. Okay, don't worry. I'll be. You also need to work on projects also, right? Tomorrow, guys, we have an AMA session. Those who have any doubts, you can join tomorrow's session. Okay, understood. Those who have any doubt, you can join tomorrow's session also. But technical session will be on Tuesday only. Okay, so today we are done with the 5 days of session. More 5 days more left. So we'll plan 2 days for visualization, then 1 or 2 day, 1 day for dashboard, 1 day for report, and then 1 day for Power BI service. Okay, like this we will plan. Okay. No need to install Tableau, guys. You just can look into the content, whatever is given in that self-paced course, and based on that, you can complete it. Tableau itself is a 600 MB software, then also you need to have a basic understanding on it, right? So you can skip that. For learning purpose, you can do it. Any queries? Any more queries? Have you filled the feedback form, guys? I've shared you the feedback form. Have you filled it? Okay. Yes, Sheikh, tomorrow we have this AMA session. So in case any queries, you can reach us out. So no, only IBM skills build self-paced course you need to complete. Akshaya. Geeta, you have done it. Let me check with my team. Okay, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. Okay. No, Akshaya. Only that course only you need to do. Self-paced course. That is getting started with data. Any more queries, guys? Any more queries you have? Next technical session onwards, we'll start with the visualization. Okay. No, Sheikh, we will update you with the notification like how you need to do. I don't understand project idea. Yashwant Soni, don't worry. Project will be discussed later. We have not yet started with the project. You still are on the learning phase. Anshar's early project development sessions are nothing but those kind of sessions where you can come, where you can join and you can ask some queries related to your project. Anyways, whatever project you are developing, he will be giving you a proper guidelines in the platform itself, along with some recordings. Referring those recordings, you can complete your project. Okay. Yes, we will be providing you the topics. I think so. Some topics are already listed in your platform, right? So you will be working on that only. Okay, guys. Can we wind up the session, or you want to have any more queries? For queries, you can join tomorrow, guys. I'll answer to your queries. Okay. Let's wind up the session. All right.
Bye, sir.
So thank you, Midun, for joining. Thank you, guys, for joining. Bye bye. Good night. Take care. Bye all.